Hello, I'm Ajahn Jyoti Palo. Welcome to Sauntering into Silence. Here on a rainy afternoon. I was really quite taken that the last video I did called Good News had over 1,100 views. That was like 5 times my largest video before that, so that was quite interesting. But I just made this video kind of just out of fun for myself. I did a video a couple of weeks ago called Jyoti Palo's Recovery Anthem. So it's like just finding ways to inspire myself to do my physical therapy. Being out in nature is sort of my thing. And so just doing a lot of physical therapy. Initially, it's more like just some exercises, trying to move the foot around, doing a lot of wiggling of it and trying to get some mobility back. Physical therapy itself probably won't start for another 5 weeks, and got somebody lined up to be able to do that for me, so that's looking good. I had an idea when I first started doing videography. I've got several ideas fully formed in my head for making movies, and one of them was, I guess when I first started kind of looking at videography, was I was talking to kind of the Catholic monks when I was at St. John's University and the people there just about how they have a hard time getting people to ordain anymore. I have a feeling that a lot of people who are doing outdoor sports, especially like long thru hikers, my suspicion is it's like a lot of those people are out there for overcoming tragedies, like they've overcome cancer or they've lost a parent or a loved one, and they're just out there, being on a path and discovering themselves again or healing from that. And so I had this idea, it'd be interesting to go, like hike the Appalachian Trail or Pacific Crest Trail, or just be on the trail for a while and interviewing people who are out there and finding out why they're there. But one way to get people to talk, to kind of initiate the conversation, was to ask them if they had a scar. And it was interesting, I did this, it was just explaining this to a group of people that were here. It was Ajahn Sona, another visiting monk, and Sister Mon. And as soon as I said this, the visiting monk just sort of, oh, I've got this scar, here, and started talking about it. It was a pretty traumatic event, but it had a really positive outcome. And then Ajahn Sona jumped in and explained a scar that he had and positive outcome from that. And then even Sister Mon jumped in and showed us a scar and had some sort of positive outcome from that. Let me show you here. I don't know if you can see this, but this is the bad ankle. But maybe I'll show another thing. But I have a set of stitches right here that were from my birth date. I was a cesarean child, born cesarean, and they had to do a complete blood transfusion of me. And so I found it kind of interesting that I just turned 60, which is, I don't give too much credit to this stuff, but the Saturn return, which is at your 60th, 30th, and 60th. And now I've got a brand new set of stitches, scars, on the exact same ankle on the opposite side. So it's like a lot of the things that I tried to do in my youth didn't necessarily always work out. But now I've just entered my next Saturn return, and I think what I want to do is to be kinder, to be more gentle. That's my hope for what I'll be if I last another 30 years. So that's an idea anyway. Forgot to mention with this movie idea called Scarred that right after I got back to Birkin after the accident and posted a video about it, Upasika Brian C. sent me this really nice email explaining that he had been training for an Ironman competition many years ago when he was younger, and how during that training process he got hit by a car and broke his ankle, and it was a really long and painful recovery process, but he had some goals to actually run or compete in the Ironman. And so he set a goal and he actually accomplished that. And he sent me this really beautiful picture of him finishing the race with his sons with him. So it's just really sweet. But it gave me the idea that it'd be interesting just to put out there that in the comments section, if you had an interesting story about a scar or an event that actually helped shape your life in a positive way, I would love to hear it. Maybe it could be included in the movie idea. Here's a video that I just made for fun of sort of my motivation to get out and hike again in the future. And I do show the ankle at various stages of the process. So if that kind of, you don't like seeing that kind of thing, there's some pretty serious bruising and swelling. So no blood. So thanks for watching.
Would you like to go dancing? Would you like to go home? Would you like to go dancing? Would you like to go home? Would you like to go anywhere? Why not give it a try? Where would you like to roam? I just want to stay home. Would you like to go dreaming? Would you like to go free? Would you like to go dreaming? Would you like to go free? Would you like to go anywhere? Why not give it a try? Where would you like to fly? I just want to be me. Would you like to find someone? Would you like to pass by? Would you like to find someone? Would you like to pass by? Would you like to find anything? Why not give it a try? Would you like to stand by? I just want to be me. Would you like to stop sometime? Would you like to log on? Would you like to stop sometime? Would you like to log on? Would you like to stop anything? Why not give it a try? Would you like to press on? I just want to stay home. Would you like to have liberty? Would you like to behave? Would you like to have liberty? Would you like to behave? Would you like to have all those things? Why not give it a try? Would you like to be brave? I just want to be me.